Hey YouTube, I decided to do this video to talk about an antebellum society, an anti-awake society, an enslaved anti-wake society that has been pretty much taken advantage of. We were taught about enslavement in school. I mean, during the time that we were pretty much being enslaved the most. We were taught of a society that was the Jacobs of our lives. They look like us. They talk like us. Probably even came from the same womb as us. But they are not us. They are Jacobs. And now we are considered a society of E. So yes, we saw. E has saw. And we are Esau Jacob. But it's crazy because in the Bible, Esau generation isn't written. Esau is the one whose blessing was stolen from him. And yet and still, generational wise, we don't see Esau, but yet and still we see a descendant from a theft, a descendant from Jacob. And it bothers me a little bit because, truth be told, I'm considered E because of the devices that were used against me. And I have saw a lot of things take place. See, Jacob switched his destiny, which created a tear. And now we have this that says that this shall be the reigning generation. We are going to war sometimes even with our own family because they have chosen to become a Jacob in the family and a Judas. How can you say you walk with me, but at the same time you portray me more than anyone else? You care nothing for me. And now we're dealing with the fact that I'm not even fully awakened. So no, I'm not worshiping Behel, Bel. No, I'm not worshiping the awakening because I am in an anti-Bellum society that says it's better that I stay asleep, sold out by my own people, by my own bloodline. The same bloodline that I sit up there and I make agreements for and plead for and constantly try to make amends for, and it bothers me because Jacob, you aren't me, but here you are pretending to be me, stealing my blessings. Not one blessing, but generational and generations of blessing, to the fact that my generation isn't even known to be a blessing other than the blessing that was originally given, saying we would be kings. I asked this question because I started to struggle with the fact that I didn't see myself in the Bible. And then I started to go through this type of Jacob type abuse, which told me that my blessing was stolen. Everything that was meant for me was taken from me. My children was stolen for no reason at all, and my blessing was stolen. And I know you remember Esau's promise to you, and the same promise I gave indeed. We are dealing with so much because when we talk about Esau, we talk about the change that took place. We talk about the fact that Esau sold his birthright just to eat. But this is the question: why would a man sell his birthright to eat Damascus when he is a hunter himself? And I'm pretty sure he can farm too and is able. Damascus, explain this to me, because I have no understanding of it. How can both serve the same God? Because the same God of Jacob was the same God of Esau. But yet and still, Jacob is written biblically in the Bible after he have stolen what was rightfully Esau's and was not placed to death. And you know those commandments was given way before time, that if found out, he should have been put to death. He himself even said, I fear death, because I will raise the wrath of my father. And yet and still this has not taken place yet. We are dealing with so many different things, because now you have a generation of people such as myself who you say don't have a history, a legacy, or don't have a people in which they come from. But it's interesting, because last time I checked, your people is my people. So how could that come about? The last time I checked, I was African American, but to you, I'm something different. I'm considered white because I don't do what you do. And that's how I was approached. You're not black, you're white. My skin is dark. It's maybe a little bit lighter than yours, but at the same time, came from the same legacy. But because I choose not to steal, I'm considered less than. But I gotta say this. It's a legacy of theft, homogers, and stuff that don't make sense to me, that I'm starting to see. And then I see a legacy of people that was doing the right thing, but their legacy isn't written. And I don't know if it's creating me a complex or what, but for some weird reason, something don't seem right with this. We talk about Joseph, how he ends up enslaved because of envy of his brothers, right? We talk about, why did this even take place? Because the envy of his brothers had to stem from somewhere. Jacob, can you explain this to me? It extended from the hatred you even have for your own blood, and the fact that your blood hates each other. You have Abraham, who has a son that is Egyptian and a son that is Jewish and Israelite, Hebrew. But At the same time, he's full-blooded Hebrew, but then you have a generation that isn't even written about, who they called E. It's so much that is going on that I start to question certain things, because why would a woman be given to another woman's husband to be a concubine, and you say that you are a woman of God? That woman's body wasn't yours to give away. And then you wonder why you hate the way she walks, she talk and everything, because truth be told, your man can't leave her alone because you gave something that wasn't yours to him. And God cursed you. So it creates so many different emotional issues for me with a lot of this stuff, because biblically, you have so many generations that aren't talked about. What happened to this young man's generation? Where is Esau's testament? Where is the Egyptian woman of Abraham, whom which he married and taken to himself without her permission? Where is her children's testament? You know nothing about them because you care nothing for them. But now here we are with a thief who has inherited a blessing. Here we are with a generation, Eli, of sons that refuse to do the right thing. Eli, do you remember what happened when your sons begin to rape women and eat things that they should not have eaten and defile the tabernacle and the church? I hope you do. Because whether woman or man, Eli, you will pay for the sins against this nation and against our people.